Hey, listen carefully. Before you brush this off, something dangerous might already be happening inside your body right now. And if you are over 60, this could be one of the most important things you hear today. Because strokes rarely happen out of nowhere. They send warnings first, quiet signals that most people completely ignore. And the frightening part is this. These symptoms often feel small, harmless, even normal, until it is too late. So let me ask you something. Have you recently felt slightly off? Maybe a strange fatigue, a brief moment of confusion, or a sensation you could not quite explain? Because those moments may not be random at all. They may be your brain asking for help. Now here is what most seniors do not realize. Before a stroke, the brain often experiences short disruptions in blood flow. These are sometimes called mini-strokes, and they can last only minutes, sometimes even seconds, which is exactly why they are missed. You feel something, then it passes, and you move on. But each one is a warning sign that a major stroke could be coming. And this is where it gets serious, because ignoring these early signals dramatically increases your risk of permanent brain damage, paralysis, or even death. So let us walk through what these warning signs actually look like in real life. Not in a textbook, but in everyday situations you might already recognize. One of the earliest signs is sudden unexplained fatigue. Not the normal tiredness after a long day, but a heavy, unusual exhaustion that appears without reason. Imagine waking up in the morning and already feeling drained, like your energy has been taken from you overnight. Many people blame age or sleep, but in reality, your brain may not be receiving enough oxygen. Another common but overlooked sign is brief dizziness or loss of balance. Maybe you stood up and felt the room spin for a few seconds, or you needed to grab something to steady yourself, and then it passed. You told yourself it was nothing, but that moment could have been a temporary interruption in blood flow to the brain. And here is where it becomes even more subtle. Some people experience slight trouble speaking or finding words, not complete slurring, just a moment where the right word does not come out, or a sentence feels harder to form. It might last only seconds, but it is a critical signal. Your brain is struggling. Now let me share something that surprises most people. Vision changes are also a major warning sign. You might notice brief blurriness in one eye, or a sudden dimming, like a shadow passing across your vision. Again, it disappears quickly, so you ignore it, but that could be a small clot temporarily blocking blood flow to your visual centers. And then there is one of the most dangerous signs, mild numbness or tingling, especially on one side of the body, maybe in your hand, your face, or your leg. It does not last long, so you shake it off, but this is one of the clearest signals your brain is sending. Something is not right. Now think about this for a moment. How many times have you experienced one of these symptoms and dismissed it, thinking it was just part of getting older? This is exactly why strokes are so dangerous, because the warning signs are easy to ignore and the consequences are life-changing. I once spoke with a patient who told me she had brief episodes of dizziness and trouble speaking for weeks, each time lasting less than a minute. She never told anyone, until one morning she woke up unable to move her right side. That was her stroke, and by then, the damage was done. But here is the good news. Once you understand these signals, you gain control, because these symptoms are not just warnings, they are opportunities. Opportunities to act early, to protect your brain, and to prevent something devastating. So what should you do if you notice any of these signs? Even if they are brief, do not ignore them. Do not wait. Seek medical attention immediately, because early intervention can stop a stroke before it fully happens, and there are simple daily actions that can reduce your risk. Keeping your blood pressure under control is one of the most important, because high blood pressure silently damages your arteries over time. Staying hydrated helps maintain proper blood flow. Regular gentle movement like walking improves circulation to the brain, and paying attention to sudden changes in your body, no matter how small they seem, can make all the difference. Now let me ask you one final question. What is more important than protecting your brain, your memory, your ability to speak, to move, to live independently? Do not wait for a major warning. Your body may already be whispering to you, and those whispers matter. If you are over 60, start paying closer attention today. Because the earlier you act, the more you protect your future. And if this message made you think about something you have been feeling lately, take it seriously. It could save your life. For more trusted information, you can refer to American Heart Association, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and National Institutes of Health.